look, you're a legend this time of year, and now you're the new head coach of the CSU Rams. So besides having to do this, where you're talking to us on a radio show, since you got the gig last week and took over for your pal Nico Medved, moved into the big chair, what's the biggest difference that you have noticed in just your day-to-day job right now?
I told my wife this actually. The biggest difference right away that I noticed, and kind of jokingly, but like people are just a little more excited to talk to you than they used to be. And from the recruiting perspective too, honestly, it's helped in some ways in the sense that moving over a seat when you already kind of were recruiting all these kids that were getting ready to go in the portal or already in the portal or high school kids. You had a relationship with them as a assistant coach. And then when you can tell them that, okay, well, the assistant coach believed in you and now he's the head coach, well, that's only better for you. And I think that's been a big difference for us also. But to be honest, it's just more meetings, more phone calls. That's probably the biggest change so far. But we're so heavy in the portal with our recruiting right now that it really hasn't been different in that sense because we got everything going on with that right now.
Yeah, like, for example, you got my guy Carey Booth from Illinois, Calvin's son, but he's a Colorado kid. You were able to bring him up to CSU. But how long have you had a relationship with Carey, and how much did, your experience as the assistant help in being able to get him to your program?
Yeah, I sent him a picture of him as going into his junior year of high school when he came on an unofficial visit. And I still had it in my phone, actually, of him doing like a photo shoot in the jerseys. And he looks a hell of a lot different now than he did then. And I'm excited to just add him to this roster. He has something that we haven't had before with that size and length and athleticism. Obviously, he's got some stuff to work on, and I'm excited to give him that opportunity. He showed flashes of it at Notre Dame at times, and obviously didn't get those opportunities that he wanted to at Illinois. And I've always stayed in touch with Calvin, and not even about Carey, just because we've had so many NBA players in the last 4 seasons that I've always stayed in touch with Calvin, and it kind of just worked out this way. And I'm excited to add him, and it doesn't hurt that he's from Colorado also.